Okay, I think maybe what I'll do when I make videos is I'll have an edited version and an uncut. And if I do that, this one's the uncut. All right. Hi. Yeah, definitely cutting this out. I never know how to start a video. Hello, hi, hello, hi. I don't think we should have an uncut. I'll just express my opinion now. All right, so welcome to September. We're a few days in, and I have noticed within myself some extreme irritability, and I've also heard other people have been irritable these first few days of September. Not everybody, but even some people that I would expect not to be, and some of them have been Course in Miracles students, and yeah, right here. So I recognized my ego flaring up. I was aware of it, and yet it was still steamrolling. It was still thundering. And once it realized that it had tripped my trigger, it was game on. And it did a good job, but now I am doing proactive things to fight back, which is exactly what the ego loves to do, fight. But in a sense, peacefully fight. I don't want to say fight. Peacefully counteract when I notice that I'm getting negative in my thinking. So something that I did first thing today was dive into A Course in Miracles, reading it out loud. Because when you read things out loud, you give your mind less opportunity to interject its bullshit. So I read it out loud, several pages, which is a lot of Course in Miracles to read out loud. That was helpful. That was, getting me going. It was making me realize that I don't want to see with my eyes or hear with these ears that the small mind creates. Makes. I want to see through my Christ vision eyes and hear only what Christ would hear, which is love. Even the motorcycle driving by, you can hear that in love. Oh, lighter, darker, lighter. Edit this out. All right, so anyways, what was I saying? Yeah, the sight of Christ is all there is to see, is what the Course in Miracles was saying. So I'm entertaining that thought. I'm saying I wish I could literally turn off my brain, if not be able to see anything, not be able to hear anything, and then I wouldn't get triggered by the idiots of the world, which I know are a projection of my psyche, but I still hate them. Those people that can get under my skin still do, even though I do understand a lot. All right, so anyways, I did that. That made me feel a little bit better. I pulled a card this morning from Everyday Miracles by Robert and Holly Holden. And wouldn't you know it, it was definitely one of those moments where I pulled the exact perfect card that said the perfect thing, like literally exactly what I was reading. So it said, "The Holy Christ is born in me today." And I was like, okay, okay, fine. Well, then I flip it over, and it's the part that I was reading in the book. So the front didn't make me go, wow. It was the back. The sight of Christ is all there is to see. The song of Christ is all there is to hear. The hand of Christ is all there is to hold. There is no journey but to walk with him. So anyways, that was pretty amazing. And I was like, all right, now we're on to something. Now I'm listening to me. Now I'm making progress. Now the universe is responding. I'm feeling less of a bitch. The ego is failing. And now one thing that A Course in Miracles does say is don't breathe life into your failing ego. So yeah, the ego's starting to fail, starting to give up, and then what do? We trip, we fall for the trigger, we literally fall into the trap that the ego has set for us. So something annoyed me yesterday. I knew it annoyed me, and I literally thought very loudly, I'm just gonna hope that goes away. And it was like the ego was listening and was like, wait a second, did that kind of annoy you? You know, it really would annoy you. And then it just was like bam, bam, bam. And then it rolled the scenario in my head a few hundred times. And you know what? I was like, damn, you're right. I am annoyed. That really did make me mad. I hate sleazy bitches. You know, like you just all of a sudden were annoyed. And the ego was like that. And it got me to come follow its lead, which is not the same lead as the Holy Spirit. So I was aware of it, but I still kept on with it. So anyways, it's been an interesting week for me, and I thought I'd pull a few cards on that note. So I am feeling better. I would not say I've activated 100% Christ light within by any means, but I'm trying, and I feel like there's always things to do to make yourself feel better. I feel like self-care is super important, so I just kind of thought I would pull one from this deck and then one from this deck. So we're going to self-care and then divine abundance and then end with a wild goddess, because I feel like I need that kind of inspiration. So if you do too, hang out. If not, how will I ever be able to edit this video? So much good stuff. All right, so let me know if you've been feeling a little edgy. Somebody who's astrologically minded, please let me know where the moon's at. I don't even know. Let me know if there's anything astrological going on. And this deck is suggesting number 17, that I create art. Well, in creating a video, can that be my art? I feel like yes and no. I feel like this is definitely a call to be more creative, but also a little pat on the back saying, good job pushing play, which I didn't even freaking push play. This is a new phone and I just had to hold up my hand, which I wonder if it's been stopping and starting every time. I'm like, all right, anyways. On that note, on the top of the deck is chanting. Sound. Sound has been a topic for me lately. Even what's that spiritual Netflix called? Gaia TV has been advertising that sound series to me, which I think is interesting because I understand the power of words. Words are sounds, but it's like more like literally like maybe chanting, making noises, humming, toning, ancient shit to, you know, reduce gravity on your body or something, and, you know, elevate rocks or levitate and build a pyramid. I don't know. It looked interesting though, something I would watch. But yeah, chanting is maybe what I need to do too. So negativity comes in, get the F out. I don't know, whatever. Om, the sound of the universe, but then also, you know, that's another good one. So creating art and chanting. I think that's good. I think those are good reminders. I don't know. You got any thoughts? Can you think of anything? As I'm putting the deck away, it is sync with the moon. I am really curious where the moon is. I probably could look. I'm not. Just kidding, I am. All right, so I'm gonna sync with the moon. Let's see here. What phase of the moon are we in right now? Okay, Google says the current phase for today and tonight is a first quarter phase. First quarter phase. All right. I wonder if it like has a, how, edit this out. That's it. All right, well, that doesn't say anything to me. I'm definitely not, let me close all of the apps out. All right, if there's anything else astrological happening this first week of September that I should know about, let me know. If not, I'm just gonna chant and create art. All right, moving on to divine abundance. I can only make quick videos now. I don't know how to keep them going on for an hour. And nobody wants an hour of me. Okay. Okay, we've got our cards. They are individuality and grounded. So we've got like a cow, goat, and a bird. Individuality and grounded. So yeah, I guess, you know, that's important. Like, you just got to be yourself no matter what. If you feel yourself raising into the realms of bitchhood, get your feet on the ground. Walk in the grass. Wait, what was I? Oh, I just was laughing about something about a cow. I can't really say like what it was, but I was overhearing a phone call and I was like, is she upset? And then like she was like just actually joking with a friend about a cow, and I was like, yeah, I think she's just playing. Either that or she really did kill a cow. So I literally just overheard something that had a cow in it. I think I'd just like to edit that story out too, Sadie, while you're editing. Okay, but this says, many of the most evolved beings on earth are regular folks just living with joy, dignity, and courage. So there's nothing special about being spiritual. There's nothing special about anything. Sorry, this is just straight up Course in Miracles, but it's like, joy should not actually be special. Joy is who you are. Love is who you are. Like, just start to understand that's your natural state, to be surrounded by butterflies. Oh my God, and the little green bird here, do you see, is actually on his head there. That's pretty darn cute. So, a message of grounded and individuality. Individuality is every person has their own personalized study plan in this earth school. So your soul path looks like no one else's. Worried about your loved ones? They have their own individualized study plan on earth. They have their own guides. They have their own teachers. You don't actually need to worry about them. Let them live their life the way they want to. And then you just be a regular folk. Evolved in the sense that you know just that living with joy and dignity and courage is the way to go. Very cool. These birds are so fun. Now, going back to creating art and being creative, there was a craft that I did a couple years ago, cutting out all these different paper birds. And then before that, I've done a craft with sewing little plush birds. So maybe a bird craft is in order. All right, sounds good. Shall we end with a wild goddess? This is an amazing deck. Amy Zerner and Monte Farber. I felt like, if I remember correctly, they're like partners in life, and they've done other creations together. And she creates art that she uses on these cards, and he does the write-up. I think that's how that works. Anyways, it's a cute little deck. There are 52 goddesses in here. I would love to do a year-long study like with each of these cards for a week. I don't have time to do that, but if you do, this is a great deck. The Wild Goddess Oracle, Divination and Ritual for Living an Empowered Life. You could have a goddess a week for, I mean, it'd be a good study because each, whoa. The Poet jumped out at me. She jumped out at me. The Poet, number 27, she interrupted me. Like I could have almost been like set on a rhyme and she interrupted me. So the irony of that, I like her headdress. It's very birdsy, feathery. Can you see her? Sometimes cameras only want to focus on a face. Look at her. I like that she's got that circle behind her and she's wearing green. I wore green yesterday, like super freaking green. She's got a star on her necklace and a star on her hat. She's all like that. Yeah, but she doesn't come off, you know, anything other than elegant. The Poet. Make your life a work of art and your art a work of life. See the poetry in the mundane and you will be rewarded beyond measure. So this absolutely works in with our grounded. Here, I don't want them. Yeah, I want them looking at each other. See, different vibe. Looking away from each other. Looking towards each other. Partnership. Make your life a work of art and your art a work of life. See poetry in the mundane. This cow goat said, see, many of the most evolved beings on earth are regular folks living with joy, dignity, and courage. Like the mundane, every day. Seeing beauty in the simple things on the daily. See poetry in the mundane and you will be rewarded beyond measure. Make your life a work of art and your art a work of life. Make your life a work of art and your art a work of life. Can I just keep repeating it? It's number 27. 2 plus 7 is 9. Arcturians. 27 adds up to 9. Of course, I think of the 90 Arcturian Council whenever I hear the number 9. Now the guidebook, oh, so pretty. No, it really is. They've got a full, like almost a full page, full color of the card. So here's the card, and then you really get to see the artwork in the book because it's bigger. Yeah, so I can really take notice of the details of the patterns behind her. It's probably not going to focus, and that's so annoying when people are like, look at this card, look at this card, look how pretty this card is, and then it's not in focus. Sorry. See, I'm kind of edgy. The poet transcends time, inseparably connected to the artistic flowering of all cultures from the distant past right up until today and on to those who will exist in the future. Yes. So this is the poet goddess. She can create poetry because she is poetry. Anyone who can just dance to music and you understand that, like, the reason you can dance so easily to it is because you are the music, or you can understand the codes in the music. There is that with words as well. So she dwells in a heightened state. And her artistic and spiritual vision is always seeing the connections, stories, and lessons to be learned by everything and everyone. And so she's also probably a fantastic oracle card reader, because that's definitely something you need to do, is learn how to see the patterns, connect the dots, hear the story, pick up on the dialogue, and then you just kind of know what the message is. So this is to remind me, and possibly you as well, that your life, you should see your life as a work of art, and to see your art, whatever that may be, whatever you do with your time, as a work of life. To see the poetry in even the most mundane things. How do you like this? The practice of seeing your life as a work of art with you as its artist and your daily life's busyness are a source of poetry can powerfully transform your life in ways that are beyond even the poet's words. So anyways, it's kind of, I think, giving us a little prompt down here to maybe write a poem. A poem is an expression of a vision seen with our mind, our body, and our spirit. Why write it down? Because it is a gift. Just like every precious day of our life is a gift, and your life's gift is meant to be enjoyed, shared, and remembered. Okay, universe. Well, I have a whole closet full of things that I've written down, and I just keep shoving it in the closet. Maybe I should go through it. 20-year-old Sadie said some pretty fascinating things. I will say that now as a 44-year-old Sadie. But anyways, this is saying go current, go present, go now moment, get a notebook, a blank one, to create your own poetry book. Ooh, your journal is a sacred place that will hold your personal observation, thoughts, emotions. It can even be more than that. You can ask questions to the universe, and whether it's on that page or a couple pages later, you'll channel your own damn answers, I promise you. So begin journaling for pleasure, healing, self-exploration, just as an emotional dumping ground, whatever you need to do. Record your thoughts and life story for future review. Do it often, do it randomly, whatever. There are no rules. Little by little, you will become comfortable with your inner voice, emotionally and psychologically. Writing poetry can improve your self-esteem, confidence, and mood. So that's pretty funny because I started this video letting you know that I was being a biatch, and the goddess of poetry, the poet herself, came in to remind me that writing a poem, writing anything, writing words, getting it out can help with my mood. I have a bazillion journal prompt books or blank journals or paper or what. I mean, seriously, there's no reason for me not to do this other than maybe I've just lost sight of it, or I don't know, a little pressed for time lately. But if that's part of who I am and that's part of my artistic expression, I should make time for it. You know, right after I'm done chanting, hanging out with cow goats. So anyways, on that note, you guys, thanks for hanging out. Hope you enjoyed those cards. I'll probably do it again soon, whether you want me to or not, because it's good for me. All right, I love you, and so does Christ. I hardly gave Christ consciousness any credit there. I was like, yeah, I love you. Yeah, and so does Christ consciousness. All right, well, it wouldn't be a video if I didn't end with some really dumb face. Edit this. Hi, can I help you? I mean, I picked up my phone and you were right there. All right, well, I mean, we could try. We could try to do that. I mean, do I really need to help you with that? Okay. All right, well, that's fair. That's fair. So, gotta go now. Bye.